Hello, hello, and welcome to Connect In. I'm Damini Celebrate, and this is a weekly broadcast of the many amazing reasons why we need to learn how to get out of our head and back into our heart. So, how are you today? I think what I like to do, one of the best ways to get out of our head and back into our body is to do some sort of ritual of coming inside, taking a moment to come down back into our body, because it is where, when we're in our body, we are calmer, we are steadier, and from here, we can live as our brightest, best selves, right? Being our most amazing, authentic self. But the head sometimes has a different agenda, and so it's always important to get back into our body, back into our truth. So before I go any further, I have a little ritual that I like to do to kind of land back inside. And for me, I do that by lighting a little incense or sage. Really, what I'm doing is allowing my senses to get activated. You know, our senses are part of our body. The more we open up our senses, the more we come back into a bodied, centered space. So, some incense. And if you have that with you while you're watching, you can go ahead and follow me. If not, you can just imagine it. I also like to light a candle. These are all cues to my being that I am moving down. The next thing that I like to do is bring my awareness to my breath and do this with me. I think it's remarkably simple and powerful. Soften your eyes. When your eyes are soft, we actually drop into our heart space again, into our body, versus thinking, looking, right? So allow your eyes to soften, bring your awareness to your breath. And let me share with you, I think, one of the most important mantras or chants you will ever need. Breath, belly, feet. Bring your awareness to your breath. Come all the way down and let your breath drop into your belly. Doesn't have to do anything fancy, just be there. Now imagine your breath coming all the way down to your feet. And do that a couple times. Breath to belly to feet. Right. Just notice how you feel. Personal growth, personal development does not need to be super serious or hard. Mostly, it's an invitation that you make with yourself to land back into your beautiful body. The fun, the serious, that's on you. But I think personal growth, is an extraordinary way to let go of your own BS, your limitations, the stuff, pressures that have been put onto us that we keep, right? Personal growth is really about stepping into being our brightest, best self over and over again, right? And that doesn't mean super person. That means being the best that you can be in this moment, right? So breath to belly to feet. If you want to get out of your head, get as far away as possible. And that's by wiggling your toes and coming down to your feet. Just notice how that feels for you. What's shifting? You may feel a little bit heavier. And if you pop up, back up into your head, that's okay. Breath to belly to feet. You can hear it for me. My voice gets lower. I get softer versus the kind of higher pitch that I can run when I'm excited. You know, we all do that, but it's just telling us that we're coming down, coming back to ourselves. And it's from this place that we get to explore the power of intention, resolutions, all those kind of deliciously lovely things that we do, right? Yeah. So it's still January here and in 2022, and we have been kind of programmed as a culture to set New Year's resolutions. But I like to think about things this way. Resolutions are about looking into the past and saying, what isn't working for me? And what do I want to change? But in a way, you're bringing all the garbage, all the energy attachments, if you will, of last year into the new year, saying, I am not going to, or I am going to, right? You're bringing the past with you. Intentions are about saying, okay, from here forward, I am going to hold space for X, right? You could see, you may resonate this in your body. They feel really different. Resolution, let's try it. Breath, belly, feet, come back into your body. Think about resolutions. How does that feel in your body? Now think about intentions. How does that feel in your body? They're different. In some way, I feel like resolutions make me go backward a little bit, and intentions make me lean in a little bit more. Brings up more curiosity. Resolutions just makes me feel like, oh shit, that again. So intentions, I believe, are in line with visioning. And we don't need to have any special skills to use any of these things. We are all intuitive, instinctual beings, right? We know when we get out of our crazy head and back into our body, we know what's right for us, right? And, you know, daydreaming, right? I have to be honest with you. I think there's a little bit of a loss happening with so much tech availability. And I'm totally guilty, so this is not a judgment, it's an observation. Tech really keeps us on a lot, uh, engaged a lot, and we don't have as much time to daydream, to space out, to wonder or wander. And it's in those places, right, that we can have amazing epiphanies, ahas, like, oh yeah. And so we can think our way into, for 2022, I want to do this. So here's a hint. Whenever you hear do or have to or gotta or shoulda, woulda, could've, you are in the realm of your mind. It's just the way it is. When you come into your body, you are in the space of allowing, of dreaming, of visioning, right? Just allowing the future to unfold with a little guidance. And so let me just trip out on into intention just a little bit more. We can go through life and um, we can just go through life and wake up and say, okay, today is Monday and today is Tuesday and yada, yada, yada. And on Saturdays I do this and Sundays I do this. There we can allow life to unfold and, amazing things happen. But more often than not, when we just allow things to flow without any kind of intention or direction or vision, it just can get boring. We can kind of lose the juice and zest in life. So, intention or setting intention, I think, is kind of like putting a little arrow, an energetic energetic arrow to the future. And it's kind of like holding your attention to your intention. Right? If the body is kind of, I like to think about it this way, the body is kind of like a housing on a compass, that nice, beautiful thing that has glass and has a little arrow in it. But the arrow is your heart. So when you set an intention, you align your mind, your body, your heart towards X. It's pretty cool, right? And we could do that simply by waking up and saying, today I would like to have an easeful day versus rolling out of bed going, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? Where do I have to go? I got, right? We're all the way up in our head. What if, and I'd be curious to see how this resonates with all of you. And again, you can always put that on in your comments or thoughts in the comments in the comments below. Sorry, blah, blah, blah. But I'd be curious to know how this resonates for you. So what if this week you pick an intention and let's say this week you choose an intention, right? Different languaging. And you're probably saying, well, what can that be? You could do things like people say, today I want to make $100 or today I want to make $10,000. People in businesses set intentions all the time. Like, I want to have this many clients or I want to have this sales at the end of the year, right? That's visioning. That's holding a long-term vision for your business, obviously for your business, but we could do that personally. We could do that for every aspect in our lives, really. You can do this for your relationships, for your business, for your friends, for your career, for your family, right? It's just refocusing the arrow to your truth, to your heart, right? So let's try a little exercise if you don't mind, right? Because I keep talking and we keep coming up into our head, but let's come back down, right? Let's come back into our body and connect into our inner guidance. Do some breath, belly, feet. Wiggle your toes. Just land into your beautiful body. Now, place your hands on your heart. Right? Allow your eyes to soften. And in fact, allow the space between your eyes to relax. Breath, belly, feet, and just breathe and just feel and just land inside yourself. Now, often our heart speaks to us in metaphor, sometimes words, but sometimes it's colors and shapes or symbols or little icons. That's unique for each and every one of us. But just know that truth. Breathe into your belly, into your feet. Feel the heat of your hands over your heart. And ask yourself, or feel into, what would be an intention that I can hold today? Maybe that's an image of you just taking a long walk or holding an apple. It could be anything. And sometimes it's a word. Take the very first thing that comes, and if you can, jot it down. Write it on your phone, write it down on some paper and pencil. And if it's a little symbol, doodle it real quick. Right? Intention is really similar to visioning, but when you bring your body and heart into it, the possibilities are endless, right? Because you're not making this shit up, man. It's a truth that resonates in your body. So, how do you work with intention? Write this down. Write it down. Make it your screensaver. Put it on post-it notes around your house, in your bathroom, all over the place. Every time you see it, if it's the word, or if it's a symbol, or a color, or an icon, it is holding an energetic resonance of your intention. So not only does it recall it in your mind, oh yes, I need to be easeful today, but if you go into breath, belly, feet real quick and receive the energy of that word, it'll wake up something in you. It'll help align that compass again. To help you vision your future, to help you hold your attention to your intention. Yeah, pretty cool. So intention is a powerful tool to help you understand your heart. It's a powerful tool to help you navigate a life that is heart-centered and soul-directed. And if you want to learn more about tools for your heart, go over to DaminiCelebrate.com. Just started a program, Tools of the Heart program, so you're welcome to join in. Or check out all the amazing resources that are on that site. Also, if you want to go a bit further in working with a community that's holding space for you to be your brightest, best self, go over to Facebook and look at the Shine On community. Again, all of those resources are on my website as well, which is DaminiCelebrate.com. For now, I leave you with your gift, your soul's gift to yourself for today, and that is your intention. So as we sign off on this call, take a moment and really be with that word, phrase, image, with your intention. Feel it come into your body just as you did breath, belly, feet. Hold the space for that vision to come forward, that truth to be part of your life. Yeah. All right, until next week, I send you a lot of love, and may your heart guide you. Mwah! Bye, everybody.